Acquiring stream. Recording locally. New recording has been started.
Have you looked into... Do you know about this mining stuff?
Okay. Here,
Yeah,
I'm going to talk over you guys for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a tutorial video here, and granted there's easier ways to do this. This is just going to be a tutorial video on how to initially download and get your own Ethereum blockchain on your computer. So I'm going to go through the entire process right now. I'm starting off first at ethereum.org. Went to the download area, and it gave me some options here, and I'm going to grab the Ethereum wallet 64-bit version. Okay, let's do that one. So I got one of them downloading now.
Around there.
Oh yeah, cool.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
You can almost see through the reflection, but just wanted to make sure.
yeah, and if you want to look at this too,
That's okay.
it's worthwhile to learn how to. You really should get this wallet essentially downloaded the exact way I'm doing now. But you'll have a video, so you can watch it whenever you want to.
I think that
if
would
you
be
don't want to
much
watch it
better.
now. Yeah, watch a video at the house. Okay, that sounds good. So, okay. So, and I know it's kind of hard to see on the screen, so I'm just going to read the things aloud that I'm doing. So, I started off going to ethereum.org, which is the foundation, and we are in the Homestead release for all those curious. It says that right here. Hard to see on the screen, I know. And then I went to the download area and clicked that I understood whatever it was saying there, and clicked to see all the versions. And a lot of people will want Ethereum Wallet 64 for Windows, or 32 if you're on a if your computer has 2 gigabytes of RAM or less, you'll be on 32. But anyways, most your new $300 or more computers are 64, and the computers that are $200 and less, they will probably be 32 if you don't know. So that downloads here, and then what I like to do is make a folder for Ethereum. So I moved it from the downloads folder into my Ethereum folder. Right click it, extract all, and it's just extracting it right to this folder here. So again, I'm going to take all of this straight from the very initial setup. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one more thing right now, which is it's called Geth, G-E-T-H. So this thing came up, and if I read it, and it says GitHub Ethereum Go Ethereum releases. So this is it. So this is Geth, and I'm going to go into let's see where you have to. I think, yeah, okay, latest releases. Okay, here they are. And then oops. This area is always kind of tricky, to be honest. But to know that you're in the right area, it's github.com/ethereum/go-ethereum. And so I'm going to go into here, and then I go into releases here, and these are their various releases. So here's the latest one. So let's see if the download page is the right one. Okay, yes, this was the right. So I clicked the download button and our download page, and it took me to this one, which is Geth 1.6.5 for those curious. So I'm grabbing the Windows Geth again, and then I will go ahead and let's do. So my Ethereum wallet is right here, and I will just say I confirmed that I can see it, but it's actually better to not open it. I'll explain why in a minute. It's one of those things. It's kind of not intuitive.
Yeah.
You actually don't want to click on it if you want to install Ethereum as quick as possible, which is what I'm about to do. And then I'll show you how to, on any computer, install Ethereum the quickest possible way. That's what I'm going to do right now. So here I got the GIF. I moved it into my Ethereum folder. Oh, I got to do password and stuff. Let me move that off the camera.
Top secret.
Top secret.
So this is the default wallet client, the full wallet client for the Ethereum project.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah, this is the full wallet. Okay, so let me just go ahead and. So I'm gonna, but yeah, so this is the full wallet client, whereas a lot of people use a web wallet, like
Right.
Coinbase or whatever is a web wallet, and this is so that you have your own wallet on your own computer, or if you wanted to travel or whatever and take a USB drive with all your Ethereum in it, you could. All right, so I had to enter my little password to allow it to install, but now GIF is installing, and I'll just install GIF, not the development tools. It'll install really quickly because it's a simple program. Okay, so so that's done installing, and you can kind of see how I didn't get anything. No new, when GIF installs, no new icons come up or any of that stuff. You don't even know it's done installing, to be honest. So now I'm going into the start area, and I typed run, R-U-N, and then the command prompt thingy, and I'm typing CMD command, and now I'm into this DOS thing. And I just want to be clear, I know it's kind of weird, we haven't opened anything yet, but this is actually how you're supposed to install Ethereum the fastest way possible. I don't know why they do it this way, but this is the way they do it. So now I'm going to type Okay, so now I'm going to type, and you'll all want to type this pretty much, cd space c:/program files/gif, and you put that in there and you hit enter, and that will open the gift. It'll say C program files gif, and now I'm going to begin installing Ethereum, and since I've done it correctly, well, I'll do light. Yeah, so I'll do the light client, and I'll do 2048. Doesn't really matter. I don't even know if it matters if you do that, but you can put 1020. I'll do 1024. Everybody does this. So okay, so to install Ethereum, you go to gith, and you type geth space --light space --cache equal 1024. Gith light cache equal 1024. Press enter. I'm doing that now. And this is again a fresh install of Ethereum, and you're going to see how long it takes for the entire Ethereum blockchain to sync up from start to finish on the light client. So as I mentioned before, I've downloaded everything now, and the block synchronization is starting. Thank you, sir. And this is what you want to see, block synchronization right there. And from here, it's actually best to continue to wait. It's best to continue to wait and allow the GIF to finish synchronizing before you open up the wallet. And the reason for that is that the GIF will require a lot of computer power, and opening the wallet will use a lot of computer power too. So if you just use one at a time, you'll be better off. And just to talk about some more about what these little commands mean, you have the option of doing, instead of --light, you could do something called --fast if you want to install the full wallet, which essentially requires a gaming computer. Everything that's not a gaming computer, you want to install --light. And by the default for the cache is roughly 100, which means that it uses 1/10 of a piece of RAM. But you can change that to 1024, which is a whole piece of RAM, or 10 times the speed that it's normally set to. Okay, so it's doing its thing now, and this is what I want to see. It's just counting up the blockchain. You want to see it?
I see it.
Oh, you see it? Okay, good. And it's going from start to finish here. And once it starts going one at a time, it lets me know that it's done.
And what you're doing, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
is you're installing an Ethereum wallet. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So that's what you meant.
well, so I call it the blockchain. Okay, so if the light is not the blockchain. If you do -- fast, or just don't put any dashes in there, then you'll get the full blockchain, which is all of Ethereum. So you can download the entire thing to your computer. But it requires a marginally expensive computer, like maybe a $800 computer.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Okay.
Too expensive for the casual people.
Right.
And then, so that would be the whole blockchain. And then if you use something like called Light, a lot of people will refer to that as a wallet. But a Light, all it does is install a piece of it, basically the latest piece. And then whenever you use the Light one, all it does is check with the people who are running the full version and make sure that it's okay. But the Light one is just so much faster, and it's good for a mobile phone. The Light one you can use on a mobile phone or any computer. They can all run the Light one. In order to mine, I believe you have to run the full. But in either case, so and then now also when you think about the wallets, there's the web wallets, which is Coinbase and Kraken and Poloniex or whatever. These are forms of web wallets. And then there's the official wallet. This is the official wallet that I'm doing here. And then there's the so basically, so with the official wallets and the USB wallets versus the web wallets, if the web people get hacked, then everyone loses all their money. There's some security, but not a lot.
You're trusting the exchange to be the custodian of your private keys.
Yeah, it's your private key, man. If you don't
So
have your
they've got
private
access
key,
to your coins technically. It really works like a bank. They just keep a balance of how much you have, and then when you request coins, they send it out. But when you deposit money, they go ahead and use that for other things. Or that's my theory. I don't think they keep it in a specific your wallet.
That could be, but that could be. But the main point is just like the hacking, though. It's a big prize to hack a huge exchange of bitcoins or Ethereum. I don't know the exact history on it, but I'm sure that there's been some hacks at this point of hundreds of millions of dollars. And like in U.S. dollar bills, there's all these tracking mechanisms set up, and the government might just, let's pretend all the $100 bills were stolen one day, every single one in the United States. The government just might say that one's no longer valid. I'm reprinting new 100s.
Yeah.
And get rid of it that way. But you can't do that with Bitcoins or Ethereum. Once it gets stolen, it's done.
Yeah, there's little sovereign control or monetary interference.
And so a lot of people, the safest way to store your Ethereum, by quite a long shot really, is to do what I'm doing right here, which is downloading the blockchain to your computer and then making a key that you keep on your computer. Now, to be clear about this though, what you do not ever want to do is send your key in email or over the internet in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Your key, always, you want it to be a USB computer to computer way. You always want to take a USB drive and move it computer to computer.
An encrypted USB drive?
It doesn't need to be encrypted.
Really?
No, the file's encrypted itself.
I see.
You could if you want to.
Okay.
But like if you
Never
didn't want
hurts.
if you didn't want people to know what was on it, you could encrypt it, and then someone just has an encrypted USB. They don't know there's Ethereum on there. But yeah, so then you take a USB drive, and then what you also got to do is have a password that opens it. So in order to open the Ethereum on a computer like this or whatever, you have to have both the file and the password. Whereas an exchange, the exchange can, so Coinbase and so forth, this stuff is good for new people. The exchange, they can help you remember your password if you forget, or your login. If you forget, they can help get that information, mail it to you. There's no Ethereum help desk. There's no Bitcoin help desk. So if you ever do what I'm doing now, which is make download the bank onto my computer, there's no help desk to tell me my password if I forget it, or if my computer gets destroyed, or I just delete it on accident. There's no way to recover it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the double-edged sword of no man-made intervention.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to
They can't
do,
bail you out. There's no FDIC insurance if you send it to the wrong address or lose your password or anything else.
so what you want to do is once you have too much that you want to get it off of Coinbase or off somewhere else, which is roughly like usually $5,000 to $10,000, people start to think about it.
Yeah, it depends on who.
It depends on who you are.
They have an authenticator now.
I don't even trust them that much, but yeah.
They have an authenticator now.
So, some people keep hundreds of thousands, but yeah, they have all kinds of good.
But I remember Mt. Gox getting hacked. I would never trust that much. But I just want to trust more. Yeah, each their own though.
I'm going to point out something in these numbers here. You can see how it's getting to 3.7 million, 3.700,000.
They're big.
That's how you know it's near done. The Ethereum blockchain right now is roughly it's a little under 4 million. So right now I'm at 3.7 million. I know I'm almost done. But yeah, some people trust them less, some people trust them more in terms of exchanges. But then, so once you download the Ethereum to your computer and you make your own key stores and stuff, then you want to put it onto a couple of USB drives and basically get it on 2 more computers. So have the idea that if you're ever going to start keeping serious amounts of if you acquire serious amounts of Ethereum or crypto, get a couple of USB drives, store those on at least 2 or 3 different locations, and then you might also store your password on a different location. And then, lastly, for inheritance, you must teach other members in your family how to access your crypto assets. Because unlike a bank, the government will track you down and make sure that your parents or your brothers and sisters or your children, a bank will track down your relatives and try to give them your money, surely. No, I'm just kidding, they will. But then the Bitcoin, just as there is no help desk, they will also not track down your relatives to make sure that they get a hold of your Bitcoin, or whomever you choose to leave your inheritance to. So therefore, you need to teach 2 or 3 people who may inherit money how to use the Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is, frankly, the most commonly overlooked safety measure in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The main safety measure that most people go to is something called these Trezor or whatever wallets, and these things cost about $80, maybe $150. And they're fine things. So what those wallets are, they're a USB drive doing what I'm doing right now. They basically install a light client of Ethereum, and instead of having a computer where I've installed it and it's dependent on this computer working, these Ethereum clients operate on a USB drive. The main advantage of doing it with these Trezor wallets and stuff is that if you travel a lot and you want to use Ethereum on somebody else's computer but you don't want to trust them, you can use these Trezor wallets. If you're staying at the house, if you're only transmitting the Ethereum from your house, then you don't really need those wallets. But if you're traveling and using other people's Ethereum or trying to use your Ethereum as cash in some way that's not like a cell phone app, then those wallets are good. So I think this thing is done now. I'll see. It looks done to me. It looks about done.
And And that's
Is that camera taking pictures of you chewing on this chicken?
It's listening.
What are you doing? The mist? The mist?
Yeah, the official wallet.
Yeah. On Ethereum.org.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
You got that on
Almost done.
Yeah, there's always some issues sometimes with some of these computers.
Okay, it's done. Okay.
No, I leave all my money in
Thank you.
general area accounts. I don't care.
He trusts the exchanges.
Yeah, I trust the exchange.
Coinbase or whatever?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
trust the exchange. They got more security than I do, to be honest.
Right. and they're responsible.
Yeah, and they have money.
I don't
Yeah.
trust
Hey,
them
we
really.
get
I
him a
trust
beer,
myself.
man. Did you get it?
Yeah. Will you grab me one?
Same here.
thanks, sir.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm the beer getter now.
Yeah. Okay.
What
So.
I'm saying is, they have people 24/7 getting paid to take care of
So
my money.
you don't want to close
Yeah,
that
gotcha.
thing. You want to leave it running,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
and then
And
you
on
go
top of
into
that,
your
I'm sure
Ethereum
they're
wallet here.
decentralize themselves.
And now this
Yeah.
is the first
I
time.
don't think they're.
This is the first
Like they
time you're
say.
going to open the Ethereum wallet.
Yeah. Like, I'm afraid that when you do any kind of transaction, they might try to break into my account.
Yeah.
Who?
Anytime you're online, they
Oh,
can get into your account, even though you haven't.
Yeah.
Or anytime you do any.
You got to use
transaction.
Tails.
Anytime you log in.
Yeah, in Ethereum you can't run through Tails or Tor.
Yeah, really. Okay.
You can't run it.
None of
Bitcoin
the
you can.
nodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now they say that you could if enough people were doing it, maybe. Or
They'd
something.
have to, put enough onion nodes up.
So I'm
right?
saying in general, you would have like, at any time you do this, you're open to attack. Anytime you do any movement or your money or anything.
Anytime
or
you
you're
log
online.
in, yeah, you're
So,
basically giving the opportunity
have
when you
some
send those
exposure.
credentials. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
Patrick,
eh.
would you hand me one of those cups sitting on that shelf over there?
So this wallet is opening right now. It's taking a while.
So I just don't know. You know?
This is
And
why
that's why I think
I wait till this
exchange-
entire thing's downloaded before I even open the wallet. Because the wallet
think everybody's a private key.
for relatively weak
Yeah.
computers,
Exactly.
the wallet requires a lot of its power.
But the exchange is your private key. That's the thing, is that if somebody goes rogue at the exchange, or even a third-party contractor that has access to the exchange, if they go rogue, they plant a bug, they plant a backdoor into whatever database that they're keeping the overall exchange's wallets.
Dude,
That's what happened to Mt. Gox. Mt. Gox was the go-to. They traded over 90% of the Bitcoin market
Yeah.
in 13 or
Yeah.
14.
And then what happened?
listen to this.
And then they got hacked.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it was huge. Bitcoin plummeted in price value. There was little confidence. It was a big shakeup in the confidence in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And it was basically an eye-opener for me, and a big lesson that I'll never forget, that you don't keep your money on the exchanges because they get hacked. And I don't know, I've got pretty sound computing processes, and so I trust my own self to keep my wallet secure
Now,
much more than them.
Who in your family could someone else in your family access your Ethereum and the Bitcoin the way you have it saved today? If you were to die in a minute,
No, that nobody.
no
has
one
access
could
to
access it.
Right, but that's because
So-
I haven't taken the time to teach them. But it
But it's
mainly
so-
on small potatoes enough that it's not gonna.
Yeah, but if it is ever any
Hopefully
big
one
potatoes,
day,
big
One
potatoes
day.
one day. Everybody, all these kids who granted, this is not what we're thinking about, but all these kids who've passed now and their Bitcoins just sit collecting dust when they could
Yeah.
be making their relatives rich
It's
in
true
their
shame.
absence.
And
I mean,
that's what everybody wants, honestly. When I die, I hope all my relatives become rich off my dead body.
Yeah.
They feast
Yeah.
I hope they feast like carry-ons on my dead body. Just like,
Zombie apocalypse.
yeah, I just hope
Make the
they come,
most of you, huh?
They come to vulturize my money.
One last time.
Yep.
Sap some value out of it.
That's what I always wish for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my dreams. You guys have other dreams.
Well, you have to. It's something that's worth. It is worth thinking about because people think all the times about their Ethereum money,
Yeah.
but unlike essentially all other money you have, the government will help chase down your relatives and give it to them
Yeah.
to some degree.
Yeah.
Whereas Ethereum,
They want to chase them down. The reason is because they want to chase them down, because once they chase them down, then they can tax it.
Yeah,
That's why.
You get the gift tax on it.
Yeah.
They really get the tax
so
off.
so the Ethereum
That's
you
what they wanna do.
you have to train your relatives or whatever to take it,
Yeah.
and then there are all these young fellas and ladies too, but young peoples who's got all this Ethereum that I'm positive they never thought about it. They went canoeing or hiking or something, got struck by lightning, and all their Bitcoin and Ethereum, millions of dollars probably, is just locked on their gaming computers. Anybody who was a gamer when they were young.
And that's awesome though for us.
Yeah, well, it makes our Ethereum and Bitcoin worth more.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, but does the market know that that's literally out of supply?
It sort of
There's
does.
no way.
Okay, so this thing is still connecting.
Yeah, it's circulating.
Yeah.
That's
It's just taking a while to connect, but again, you can kind of see why I waited to click on this thing. But I'm going to just let it keep running.
I don't think a lot of people die to them.
And you know, one of these days,
They're still pretty young.
one of these days, I'm gonna connect. It might. I was on wireless here. It might have helped if I was on a wired network. I don't know.
Have you looked in and thought about doing the mining? Is that why you're curious about it, or?
No, I haven't really looked into it, but I'm just becoming aware that it's going on, and the idea of
becoming a miner,
some machine just sitting there churning out, money for me.
Yeah.
A money machine.
Yeah.
To have a money tree in my backyard.
Yeah,
that's essentially.
Yeah, I mean there's some appeal to that.
Yeah,
so there's this guy I know who has a gigabyte fiber connection to his office, and he has about 25 computers that are just not in use at all.
Wow.
Because he used to be into some kind of like computer or something or other, and then his organization changed, and so he's like, man, I've thought about mining the Bitcoins and the Ethereum and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, man, you need to.
That's you can put them to use on Golem or Sia.
Okay, this thing is taking a while. I'm gonna redo this. So let's see.
Just for the fuck of it. I'm just gonna. I was wondering if we could put it on the bat file on a. Is it a bat file?
Yeah, for the Sia.
Yeah, you just turn it. I could just start doing it to every computer I will run across.
Yeah,
just
that's exactly what
log
it
it
is.
in and just throw it in there and have it running into my house.
Yeah, I started
Eventually,
mining Siacoin actually myself this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing Siacoin?
Yeah, and I've mined I think like 10 over 6 hours or something. I was averaging 318 gigahash per megahash.
Yeah, so he's gonna give me the bat file.
So
and I'm gonna start putting on every computer I ever find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not doing anything, you might as well. Like
Yeah,
when I
might
went
as
to go
well
take a
mine 'em to
shower or
my
go work
house.
in the yard, I went and started it up and then
Yeah, might as well
shut
mine them to my wallet.
Yeah. But then
How you set up the wallet where it sends it to?
basically, yeah, you just download the client, kind of like what
Yeah.
Keller just did for
Yeah.
Ethereum. You download the Sia client and then create yourself an address, and then
Okay.
you program that into the bat file and
Cool.
then run that to start mining.
Then I'll just start mining on, and then I can just so I'll just start downloading clients on every computer, like all the local libraries' computers.
There you go. Yeah, just put your wallet address in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you are sitting there, and you're burning electricity.
Yeah, other
Right,
people's.
right.
Oh well, I'm talking about
At
if
your
I'm
house,
going
yeah.
to be doing it legit. First place.
Wait, I'm gonna get back into this for just a second.
Okay, but I would want
Just a
it to be
minute.
done I'd want it to be done where I had control over it,
Yeah, you
so to
Yeah.
speak. And
Definitely.
okay, so if I'm doing it at my place, I know that I'm going to be burning some electricity. And I don't mind burning some electricity if I'm getting paid 10 times as much as it's costing.
Right. ROI. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you got good ROI.
And when you say any computer, the impression I get is that there are computers that are specifically built
Yeah.
as mining computers that
rigs.
Usually
that
the
will-
Mining rig.
Just a second, I'll do this and then I'll
graphics
be done.
processing unit. That's really what these mining. But yeah,
They're
we
just
go
a bunch of
over more
graphics
Okay,
card in
so-
the system.
So for whatever reason, the wallet wouldn't. Normally it opens with that GIF already open, but for some reason it wouldn't. So I had to close the GIF, opened up the wallet, and this time it worked. I'm gonna click Use Main Network. Do you have a wallet file? I'm gonna click Skip. I can make a password right now. I'm gonna skip all that. I'm just skipping everything. Okay. Now come on, GIF wallet. This should.
So like if somebody was mining.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
just going to say Bitcoin.
Right. That's the
Okay, well, I'm going to make a password. Maybe
Okay, so
maybe
give
I
me
have
an
to make a
idea. So
password.
if somebody had
nice.
a basic mining rig,
Yeah.
not some humongous, but just a basic one.
Okay, I made a password.
Would they, like, how much time would it take to get one Bitcoin?
At this point, the problem with Bitcoin
Bitcoin
is
is
Bitcoin's pretty much solved. Like, there's 21 million total coins in circulation, and I think maybe 18 million have already been
Okay,
found
now it's
at
asking
this
me
point.
to
so the last 3 million are the
deposit
very
using
hardest.
Bitcoin,
Okay.
which
So
you
there's basically
can.
like server farms in China. And yeah,
And this is your main Ethereum account. And let me just see if the darn wallet will open, because this is not the wallet. Okay. I mean, I can't get it to open right now.
So
let's
they're
see.
Ethereum miners as well, correct?
right, and then even that's going to be really, really hard at this point because it's incredibly
too well
popular.
developed.
Yeah, and there's basically
How about Litecoin?
Litecoin is. I remember doing it a few years ago when it was like $3 to $5, and yeah, I've regretfully sold those
This
as
is
well.
just
but
not-
No, it's,
Okay.
it's one of the more profitable coins. Litecoin and Zcash, I thought were the most profitable
Yeah, I
mining
think-
ones.
yeah,
I
most
think
of the
Zcash
miners.
is.
Okay, this took me
Zcash
a
and
little
Litecoin.
while longer than I thought it would, but I
Yeah,
had to like close it and open it 3 different
We
times.
should try it. Yeah.
And now
So-
I'm into the
so if you
main
buy
Ethereum
Litecoin,
deal.
What would you get?
So
like,
this
per
is
day?
called the
We don't
Ethereum
know.
wallet,
We don't
and
know.
I got my
You just
main
have to
account
log in.
here,
You
which I just
literally-
made that password for, and
like
you
we
want
can
this
go in this
password to be
room if you want.
yeah, just wait just a minute, I'll almost be done. So this is the area where you want the your main, this is your main account area, so this is your account address. You want your password to be kind of difficult to get. You can fund with a credit card via Coinbase, or you can fund with Bitcoin if you already own some Bitcoins. If you want to give other people your address or paste it somewhere, you always want to click this copy address button over here. If you want to transfer Ether tokens, this will transfer them to your address, and you'd put from here and how much Ether, or if you want to do it in USD, you can click USD up here. And here's all your wallets. To get to your key store, you go to account backup. Let me just do that again. Accounts, backup, accounts, and here's your key store data. This is the file that you want to copy on 3 USB drives, and then it's located in that little pathway. And then your GIF file is over here, and here's your chain data. And this is what you need to essentially delete all of this if you want to install the fast client the first time. But okay, so that's it there. So that's how to install and the basic usage of Ethereum. If you're on Coinbase, you would send your money from Coinbase to this address here, and then within a very short amount of time, it would be reflected here. Now, just to do this one more time, so right now it's trying to install the full wallet, which frankly will never install. So what you have to do is go back into this thing that I was doing before, and get back into program files, GIF, light, cache equal 1024. Okay, and this GIF thing will take over the wallet. This is the backbone of the wallet. So it's going now, and soon it'll be connected. And then instead of saying blocks left here, it will say, wait, let's see here. What now? It seemed like it wasn't. So I closed the wallet now, and I'm gonna tap it again.
He's got it's a Litecoin miner that basically runs 500 mega hash per second. And so that's averaging about 750 per month, right, or something like that. More than that. But anyway, yeah.
How much is it? 514?
Yeah, I think it's 514. But it's $1,400 piece of equipment, but it soon pays off itself. Yeah. Would that make it?
In the green.
And that's why you typically want to buy this hardware that's dedicated.
Mhm.
That way, it's like on my desktop.
It's a business.
Yeah. I can't even do anything
But
else.
that
This is
miner
running in
would
the
cost
background.
us $1,200, so it would pay off in a month. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that's a sick
Get
run.
him to like start setting up the files online.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
cool.
gonna buy
I don't
two-
mind,
We'll just
yeah.
buy 2 rigs.
The bat files I can figure
You
out.
can buy
That's
2
pretty.
rigs. I buy 2 rigs. You buy 2 rigs.
Okay. Okay, now I'm done with this thing. All
I
right.
can do
So,
that.
so now I can
can
conclude this whole thing.
figure out
So I had
it's
to
easy as Cyclone.
I had to sort of go back and forth between opening the gift, opening the wallet to get everything finalized and installed. But now it's all final and installed. And this thing says like 5 seconds since the last block, etc. So sometimes you have to close the gift, open the gift. But the main thing that you'll find over and over again is that you want to run gift first and then the wallet interface second. And that will always get you a better result than doing the other way around. But that's the end of this tutorial video, and hopefully that was recording. And let's try to end this.
Secure your